Welcome, everyone. May I ask everyone to please stand and direct your attention to the United States flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Hello, everyone. It is truly wonderful to see you all here tonight. My name is Julie Johns, and I am the Director of the Adult Education and Literacy Program here at Jefferson College. On behalf of the Jefferson College Board of Trustees and Administration, the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, and our dedicated Adult Education and Literacy Program staff, it's my sincere pleasure to welcome you to the 2026 Adult Education and Literacy Recognition Ceremony. This ceremony is always truly a special event for us in AEL. It's the cherry on top of the sundae, the icing on the cake. It's a cherished time when we all come together to celebrate the incredible hard work, dedication, and sacrifices made by each and every one of our students. It's also a moment for the entire AEL staff to express just how very proud we are of every single one of you. Personally, this ceremony is the most satisfying part of my job. I have the privilege of being there to welcome the new students into the AEL program during our orientation, where we share what we're unsure about coming to classes. We talk about changing our mindset and becoming a creator of our future. And tonight, I get the honor of being the first one to shake hands for a job well done. A little selfish, I know, but that's all what I like. It is my genuine pleasure to congratulate not only all of our candidates here tonight, but also every single person who has supported them along the way. So often, it's the steadfast support of family and friends that makes all the difference in our students reaching their goals. We truly understand that without your encouragement and your own sacrifices, they may not have achieved all that they have. Thank you so much for your dedication to our students. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize and honor all members of the armed forces. If there are any military personnel or veterans in attendance tonight, please stand or wave so we may express our deepest gratitude for your service to our country. I would also like to recognize the Jefferson College guests who took the time out of their busy schedules to celebrate this significant accomplishment with us. Will you please stand when I call your name? Joining us tonight, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Chris DeGeer. Vice President of Finance and Administration, John Lindhorst. Dean of Institutional Effectiveness and Innovation, Dr. Josephine Kershaw. Associate Dean of Humanities, Dr. Joanne Fish. Workforce and Employment Services Director, Laura Warner. Workforce and Employment Services Assistant Director, Saranda Lund. Assistant Professor of Mathematics, Lindsay Steighorst. Admissions Director, Jacqueline Burks. Admissions Representative, Carrie Hayes. Media Specialist Matt Keeney up there. Thank you, Matt. Digital Media and Audiovisual Specialist Christian Bauger. Field House Coordinator Marie Self. Thank you all again for recognizing the importance of this event. Now I'd like to turn your attention to the wonderful staff that is AEL. When I call your name, please stand. The person who's vital to keeping our program running smoothly and your marshal tonight, instructional assistant Stacy Fisher. Our dedicated instructors, transition specialist and high school equivalency instructor Erica Wangert. Literacy coordinator and high school equivalency instructor Lindsay Saffa. High school equivalency instructor Annie Pierce. English language learner instructor Jenny Bone. High school equivalency instructor Steve Kershaw. And finally, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to the remarkable individuals who dedicate their time as volunteers who are in our classrooms. Whether they're providing vital one-on-one tutoring, facilitating lessons, or offering essential support to our instructors, we truly couldn't do this without them. AEL is fortunate to have two types of volunteers: local community members and Jefferson College students. We are incredibly fortunate to maintain a wonderful partnership with Dr. Ken Boning and the Teacher Education Program. His students engage in meaningful service learning by completing 5 hours of tutoring within our AEL classes. And we want to extend a thanks to the teacher education students who volunteered their time and talents in our classrooms. Next, I would like to recognize Marianne Hollifield. Marianne, would you please come to the stage to accept this certificate as a token of our sincere appreciation? Yep. Marianne, before you take your seat, would you mind answering a few questions? No, I don't feedback. Give her them. Okay, you're fine. Come on over here. Okay. Okay. Don't read my questions. I'm not going to ask you anything that you don't already know. I tell the students all that during orientation. I'm not going to ask you anything you don't know the answers to. But when did you begin your teaching career?
1962.
1962, fabulous. When did you retire from teaching in the public school system?
2005.
2005. So correct me if I'm wrong, but a majority of your teaching experience was in special education?
Yes.
Yes. So help me with that. 62, 72, 82, 92, 2002. Okay.
Long time ago.
Yes, I know math is not your favorite subject, but that's roughly 40 plus years of teaching and advocating for special education students. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Marianne, when did you start volunteering? Because you volunteered for AEL first, right?
No.
Oh, okay, I was wrong, sorry. So when did you start teaching for adult education?
2005.
2005, so you went straight from teaching in the public school system to coming to adult education and literacy. Okay, so when did you retire for the second time from teaching in adult education and literacy? 2021.
2024.
No, it's 21.
21?
It was 21. We had a party and everything.
That's right, we did.
Yeah, okay. But when did you start volunteering again for adult education and literacy?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably around 22?
That sounds good. That sounds
2022? I think it is safe to say that now everyone in this gymnasium is aware how passionate you are about education, and that you have dedicated your life to teaching and advocating for others. I also believe that they would all agree with me that we have chosen the perfect recipient to honor the inaugural Friend of Adult Education Award. Mary Ann Hollyfield, please accept this recognition of your exceptional support, leadership, and advocacy for adult education.
Thank you.
Surprise!
We love you, baby. Not that I can sit and go that way.
Thank you, Mary Ann, for everything. It is such an honor and a privilege to work with such compassionate and dedicated group of educators. These folks truly do change lives, so thank you for all you do. My apologies if I missed anyone that did not let me know that they were here, but if someone is here and I missed you, my apologies, but we really, truly appreciate your support. This past year has been a tough one. Personally, I too was given the opportunity to learn and grow. I, like our students, was pushed out of my comfort zone and did things I never thought I would do. I learned about advocacy. I always thought of advocacy or an advocate as standing up for someone or something in a grandiose manner. That an advocate was someone who spoke all the right words and led with compassion and knowledge. While I have knowledge and I'm very passionate about adult education, I was not comfortable talking with important people about my cause, and honestly, I'm still not. But when the AEL program was in jeopardy, I knew I had to do something. Let me give you a little background about adult education and literacy. Our programs are monitored by the Department of Education, and they depend on federal and state funds to offer these life-changing classes at no cost to students. Jefferson College Adult Education and Literacy Program is one of 29 programs in the state of Missouri and one of approximately 1,600 in the United States. Roughly 1.3 million students across the United States are served annually in these programs. In July, we learned that the federal government wanted to eliminate funding for AEL. The rationale was our K-12 schools should be able to take care of that, therefore eliminate the need for adult education and literacy. Another train of thought was funnel all the money to the states and let the states figure it out. And we all know that our public school system is amazing, but it's not perfect, and it doesn't fit everyone. The students here tonight can attest to that. Some were homeschooled, some dropped out of school for medical reasons, family issues, life-changing choices, or perhaps they didn't feel safe. But for whatever reason, they all needed a different education, and that's not likely to change. So I took some vacation days, left my comfort zone, and took my passion and knowledge to Washington, D.C. to educate Congress. Talk about intimidating. The result? Federal funding was not cut for the next fiscal year. The focus then changed to the state government. Along with some AEL colleagues, I was able to meet with several legislators in Jefferson City. Many were simply not aware of the wonderful things and the many lives changed by adult education and literacy. I am happy to report we are still funded at the state level. I learned more about politics and that advocacy can be as simple as a conversation. It is helping others and standing up for yourself for something you believe in. I learned that we are all advocates. When you made that phone call or sent that email and walked through that door, you were advocating for yourself and those who came behind you. You said that you were worthy and deserving, and you are. For you guys. Now, we want to give our graduates the opportunity to once again move out of their comfort zone to advocate for something they believe in, themselves. It has become an AEL tradition to showcase students by inviting them to speak at the recognition ceremony. This offers all of you in the audience a chance to witness some of the remarkable, life-changing journeys and transformations that we, the instructors, are so fortunate to see daily. Now, this is the part of the ceremony that truly belongs to our graduates. We've reserved this time for any graduates who would like to come forward and share a few words. An open mic, if you will. Please join me in welcoming the class of 2026 up to the mic. Come on, guys. Thank you.
How's everybody doing? I never thought in my life that I would be able to accomplish anything, really. My education went as far as about 6th grade, and I was terrified to come to these classes and meet new people. And because of amazing instructors like Steve and my family and the people I met in that class, I feel like I could do anything. For first time in my life, I feel proud of myself.
I missed my high school diploma by 1 credit. And so I just really wanted to come up here and express gratitude to my husband. At the time when I started classes, I had destroyed my right ankle. So that man drove me to class every night after work. I also wanted to thank my grandma and my dad. They fully supported this and kicked my butt into graduating. I also wanted to express my gratitude to the AEL program. Because of this program, I now have discovered my full passion when it comes to my career and cannot wait to complete my NCLEX and become a nurse.
I just wanted to give a big thank you to my family and my amazing teacher, Annie, for being my biggest supporters. And I wanted to give the biggest thank you of all to my mom for taking care of my and my boyfriend's beautiful little baby girl, Aurora Jade. Thank you.
Well, this is a new feeling for me, quite honestly, seeing everyone look at me. But I must say that my journey through life wasn't the greatest. I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. I also had such a great support system that got me through the harshest times. And any message that I want to convey is that you all should be proud of yourselves. You all should never change who you are. Strive for greatness, because we are the future of our generation, and we got to inspire others to follow suit with us. Today's world is so chaotic, so much noise, and it's hard to find peace. And if we can contribute by essentially just leading the way, help people when they're in their darkest moments, we can help them rise up to the occasion with us. And just be who you are. Love yourself, because the rest will fall into place. And Sorry, I've met great minds. I've met wonderful people in this program. And this staff behind me, they're just incredible. Some of them know me since 2017. And I'm here now, and I'm just grateful that I have this opportunity to regain my honor and my pride as a man to do this. And one last thing is that we have our flaws, we have our scars, and they each tell our story. And no one can tell us who we are anymore. We're the authors of our own story, and we are just incredible. And remember that.
I just want to thank Jesus for saving my soul. Thank you for all you people doing here. And my family for never giving up on me. Thank you.
I started the AEL program, and about a week after, I was 17 and I found out I was pregnant. I was scared to disappoint my mom, and so I decided to lock in because I wanted to be a nurse and I wanted to provide the best life for her. So after, there were nights where I cried, where I got mad, and I wanted to punch the computer in front of me. I didn't. I want to thank my mom for driving me back and forth to school while having to take care of my brother and take my boyfriend to work. My fiance to work. And she just was always been my biggest supporter since day one, especially when we lost my dad. I also want to say that my dad, who's in heaven, he was one of my biggest supporters. And thank you, Annie, for always believing in me and being there. Even whenever I was having some hard times and when I was sick because I was pregnant. Thank you guys.
Good evening, everyone. Today I want to thank Jefferson College and the AEL Literacy Center for giving us the opportunity to reach a new goal in our lives. This journey was not always easy, but today we are here providing that no matter the time or age, there is always a chance to learn, grow, and achieve our new dreams. For many of us, this is more than just a graduation. It is a new beginning, a new opportunity, and a reminder that we should never give up on ourselves. Thank you to our teachers, families, and everyone who supported us along the way. Your encouragement and support made a big difference. Congratulations to all of us, and thank you.
Thank you all for sharing your stories. Those are some examples of what makes this job so rewarding. Can I get another round of applause for our graduates? Candidates, please remember this quote, and it's on the back of the program, and it's from the legendary blues musician B.B. King. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. I also wanted to bring about that about 5 years ago at the recognition ceremony, a 50-year-old graduate named John Crumpton spoke about how proud he was of finally accomplishing the goal of attaining his high school equivalency. Sadly, just 12 days later, John passed away. That accomplishment was so incredibly important to him that his wife, Kelly, made a generous donation to the Jefferson College Foundation, specifically earmarked for AEL. It's through her kindness and John's legacy that we're able to offer the refreshments that you enjoy after the ceremony tonight. Before we move on, I'd like to take a brief moment of silence to remember John and all of those who are no longer with us. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce this evening's guest speaker. Having come into education as a second career, Joanne Fish's path to being an educator was anything but traditional. In fact, when she was in high school in a small town in Kansas, she aspired to be a clown and applied to clown school. When that didn't work out, she chose journalism as her career path. Then, after a traumatic life change and a single phone call, she found herself teaching at a rural high school in the middle of Missouri. Not being a certified teacher when she started, Joanne, a single mom of 3, had to teach full-time and go back to school to earn a master's in curriculum and instruction. Little did she know that was just the beginning of a lifelong commitment to being an educator. Today, she's the Associate Dean of Humanities at Jefferson College. She says her career path has come full circle, and she uses everything she has learned over the years in her current job. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Joanne Fish.
I want to start by saying how honored I am this evening to be in front of you all. I truly appreciate Julie's invitation to speak because this is one of my most favorite events at Jefferson College. Today not only marks the amazing achievements you've made, but it's a declaration. It's your declaration. Your declaration that you are the authors of your own lives. Each of your stories is still being written, but by no one other than yourselves. Each of you sitting here today took your own pathway to this evening. It probably didn't follow a straight line and likely wasn't traditional, and that's okay, because no one ever knows what is around the corner or on the next block. There are all sorts of reasons why our lives don't go the way we plan. I know mine didn't, as you heard. Maybe life interrupted your education. Maybe responsibilities came early. Maybe doubt, fear, or circumstances told you that finishing wasn't possible. And here you are. You being here is what matters, along with the choices you make that take you to the next steps in your lives. What you've done is not just earn a diploma or a certificate. You've proven something bigger. You've proven that you have agency. Agency is when you feel that you determine your path in life, and that depends, and that despite obstacles, or what might seem even like barriers, you have control of your own destiny. What you've accomplished here at Jefferson College demonstrates that agency. Now, having agency doesn't necessarily mean that everything goes as planned. I know it sure didn't for me. As Julie said in my introduction, when I was in high school, I knew what I wanted to do. I really did want to be a clown. I don't know why, but I did. I wanted to make people laugh. I applied to clown school, real clown school, Ringling Brothers Clown School. When I got all of the information, though, I read a couple of lines that said that one had to be athletic. One had to be strong, physically strong. That wasn't me. I looked at my muscles, or lack of muscles, and realized I wasn't all that coordinated. So I changed that page. I pivoted and changed my mind and decided to go to college and study journalism. Now, there's slightly fewer balloons and no big red nose and no big floppy shoes, but it just seemed more practical. After college, I got married and had some children, but life had another twist waiting for me. There was a different page. So years later, an unexpected divorce forced me to rewrite that page, and I found myself as a single mom of 3, alone. And I tell you what, you want to talk about a job that requires juggling or quick thinking and performing under pressure? That was it. So maybe I wasn't a clown after all, but I kind of still felt like I was in a circus. A few years later, actually about a year later, during the summer, I was at work, phone rings, and I got this random phone call from a very random high school principal that I didn't know, but somehow he had gotten a hold of my resume and asked me to apply for a job, and I'm thinking, oh, teaching journalism. No, teaching language arts. So, long story short, I moved my children to a different state, that being Missouri. Took that job as a teacher, but here's the thing, I'd studied journalism. I was not certified to be a teacher, and you kind of have to be to stay a teacher. So, back to school I go. So now I am the mother of 3 teenage children. I am going to school full-time. I am working full-time. And you know, I decided, yep, this was my life. Now, it wasn't a carefully planned schedule. It was more like organized chaos and with a lot of Diet Pepsi. There were days when success meant no one had broken bones, homework was turned in, and their homework, and I stayed awake long enough to finish my own assignments. That didn't look anything like I'd planned my life to be. But during all of that, I decided to write my own chapter, literally. I wrote a novel. Now, you can't buy that on Amazon because it's not published, but I was bound and determined to finish that novel, and I did. It took me a few years. And then I decided I wanted to figure out why my students, who were juniors and seniors in high school, and I had a handful of students who couldn't read, I wanted to figure out why. So, again, writing another page, I go back to college. I end up earning my PhD in literacy education. And then I got that job teaching at a college, teaching pre-service teachers how to teach others how to read. I did that for about 10 years. And then, luckily, very luckily, I found Jefferson College, just like you all did. So even when nothing seemed to be going right, I made the decision to make my own choices, to write my own book, my own story, and kept moving forward one step at a time. You see, that's what agency looks like. From wanting to put on a big red nose and floppy shoes, and I spent a decade teaching as a teacher of teachers, I ended up making the decision, again, another page in that book, to become the Associate Dean of Humanities, and I couldn't be happier. But I realized something one day. I had come full circle and back to those roots in humanities, and I think that's a good thing. Now, every now and then, I still feel like a clown, and occasionally I can sometimes make people laugh. But I didn't become exactly what I planned when I was young. I didn't lose that part of myself either. I just found a different stage. And that's the point. It's not about having a perfect plan. It's not about everything going right the first time. It's about deciding, and I really want you to listen to this, it's about deciding again and again that you're not finished. And that's exactly what all of you have done. You chose to come back. You chose to try again. You chose to finish what you started even when life didn't make it easy. And that matters. Too often people think that success is about talent or luck or having the right path. But sitting in front of me here today is proof of something more important. Success is about persistence and ownership. It's about deciding at some point, I'm not done yet. And that decision is, as you all know, is what changes everything. Because once you realize you have that kind of power, the power to return, to rebuild, to continue, then there's very little that that can truly stop you. Your achievements here tonight do not mean that life suddenly becomes easy, as I think you probably realize. Challenges will still come. There'll still be moments when things feel uncertain or overwhelming. But here's the difference. You now have evidence that you can face those moments and move through them. You've done it already. You have evidence of your agency. So when doubts show up, and it will, you can answer it with truth. You can say, I've faced harder than this. I've started over before. I know how to keep going. As you leave here tonight, each of you will take different paths. Some of you will go into the workforce, some will continue your education, some will focus on families, your communities, or even have opportunities you don't even know exist yet. There's no single right way forward, but there is one responsibility you carry, and that's to keep choosing. Choose to believe that your future's not fixed. Choose to take the next step, even if it's a small one. Choose to speak up for yourself and your goals. And choose to keep learning, growing, and adapting. Because agency is not something you earn. It's something you practice. Before I close, I want you to think about the version of yourself that first walked into this program. The one who wasn't sure. The one who maybe felt behind or uncertain or maybe even afraid. But now look where you are. You didn't just change your circumstances. You changed your relationship with what's possible. Think about that for a minute. Changed your relationship with what's possible. My path didn't go the way I planned, and yours probably didn't either. But here's what we have in common. We kept going. Sometimes that leads you exactly where you're supposed to be, and I think my choices led me to where exactly I'm supposed to be. But it may not look anything like you imagined. Graduates, congratulations. The pen to write your own page is in your hands. Now go write your own stories.
Thank you, Joanne. We appreciate your sharing your time and insights with us. That was very heartfelt and appreciated. Thank you for sharing that story. Before we present the certificates, I'd like to share a little bit of information regarding this graduating class. 5 students have received approximately $11,000 in scholarships. 19 students have scored in the top 25% on the high school equivalency exam. Six perfect scores on a high-set subtest was achieved. "31 have scored at the college entrance level in one or more subjects. 3 students have scored at the college entrance level in all subjects. Among the graduates we have in attendance this evening, I would like to ask you a few questions now. Would you please stand if you plan to attend Jefferson College? Please stand if you plan to attend another training program or school. Please stand if you've obtained a job or a better job. Please stand if you're glad you're finished. I ask a lot of questions, don't I? You may be seated. With no further ado, will the first row of candidates please prepare to receive your certificates?
Hayden Eckstein. Muniba Pirik. Candy Zaman. Haley Peel. Chad Conover. Tracy Hatfield. Sierra Labriere. Bridget Brown. Josephine Montgomery. Fajul Chaudhary. J.C. Smetzer. Demetra Ruark. Gavin Villasich. Jonathan Boer. Drake Rust. Thomas McCusker. Matthew Proctor. Rebecca Hall. Taskinet. Elizabeth Romero. Felicia Green. Sarah Litzler. Alexander Zemmel. Douglas Powers. Jaden Venable Hamlin. Nicole Rechtine. Caitlin Hickerson. Shawnee Morrow. Brooke Goebel. Anna Churio Valero. Amber Mackley. Ava Lepresto. Grace Crawley. Cody Clopel. Cooper Buchanan. Brock Vernon. Kaylin Chamberlain. Felicia Crisp. Damian Detman. Jaden Francesco. Nicholas Schickendance. Aiden Julian. Colin Snyder. Violet Bernia. Zoe Cook. Sherry Pyatt. Noah Ludwig.
To the class of 2026, all of us at AEL are proud to have had the opportunity to not only teach you, but to learn from you. Will all the candidates please rise? To signify that you have attained your high school equivalency by successfully completing all criteria deemed necessary by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and the Jefferson College Adult Education Literacy Program, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the AEL class of 2026. As my closing, I want to take this time to remind everyone of a few items. Please remain seated until the recessional is over. The graduates will gather at the stage after the recessional for a class photo. You are welcome to take photos also, but please don't get in the way of our photographer. In the library following the ceremony, there will be a light reception. And since the caps and gowns are donated, please return them before you leave to receive your certificate. For high school equivalency completers, take the time to visit the table hosted by Jefferson College Admissions to receive a gift from the college. It's directions on how to receive a voucher to take 3 credit hours at Jefferson College tuition free. Thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate and witness this momentous occasion.